It's the penultimate day before the Mayans returns with episode 1 and 2 of season 4, and we are right on the doorstep of it. So we're here with our season 4 death predictions. We're excited for this, aren't we?
Aye, big time excited.
Yes, we are big time excited for this, so let's not waste any more time. There's a lot of characters to get through. We'll start with the Mayans and then we'll go to the key characters throughout the show. But yes, Mayans, we'll kick off with Ezekiel Reyes. Is he biting the bullet?
Nah, I think it's safe to assume that Ezekiel Reyes is probably gonna stay alive.
Damn it. Next up, I agree. Next up with Angel, personally for me.
I know that wasn't. We didn't say much there, but I mean,
there's not much to say. If we don't think there's a possibility, then there's no point alluding.
Maybe
on
we
it.
should like rate it out of 10 or something.
There's too many people to do that. I'd give it a 0. Honestly.
Yeah, I'd give it a 0.
Main guy, he's not going to die. Angel, he's not going to die, but I'd give it like
chance of him
I'd give it like a 1 or a 2.
Yeah, I'd probably
out of 10.
I can't see Angel dying, and especially since Felipe's no DJ, and I don't think they'd kill them both in the same season. But who knows? Maybe they could try and massacre the Reyes family in some sort of deal.
That could happen.
I'd say Angel dying to like a 1 out of 10.
Next up, we've got the current president, but it looks like he's getting stripped of that bishop. I think there's a high likelihood this could happen, but at the same time, like, because I think if Bishop, right, it looks like he's getting it stripped, right, unless they've did that for the trailer purposes, right. But I just don't really see a future for Bishop if he's not at the table.
Yeah.
Like, not president. I just can't see him like being, like, not like a non-high up member to like a Angel leading or like a Hank leading. I just can't see that working. So I think.
Yeah. Plus, it's really his fault with all this one king stuff and one true king. I think there's a decent chance of Bishop dying. I think it's more than 50-50.
I'm going to give it a 7.
I'm going to get a 7 as well. I think there's a good chance that Bishop could bite the dust.
There we go. Next up, we have the current VP, but soon to be maybe no VP, Taza. Of course, guy had a gun shot at him allegedly in that finale of season 3, so he could be dead. Even season 3 ended, but he's probably not because he was in the trailer with his come out attire, man. I'm going to give Taz an 8. I think Taz is going.
I'm giving Taz a 6 for some reason.
Oh, fuck.
I think it's more likely that Bishop dies.
Maybe, but...
Yeah, but then again, it all depends. If the truth comes out about Taza, it's hard to see him surviving. But again, if Bishop dies before the truth comes out, then the truth kind of dies with Bishop. I would not be surprised to see Taza go, but at the same time, I'd say he's likely to go, but I wouldn't say he's nailed on. I'm giving him a 6.
Boom, there we go. Next up, we have Hank. Looks like he's shot or something in the trailers, but I don't know. I think this boring bastard's going to survive.
I mean, previously, I would have said yes to Hank, but the fact that I think both the president and the vice president could potentially both die this season, I just don't think they're going to kill off the Sergeant at Arms as well. That would be, even though their characters haven't really been, they're not like huge characters in my opinion, but they're supposed to be. So I just don't see all 3 of them dying this season. And the fact that I think there's a decent chance that Bishop and Taza could die, I'm going to say that Hank survives.
Yeah, I agree with that. Next up, we have got Gilly. This guy, again, like I said, I think Hank's about a 3 if he's going to die. But yeah, next up we've got Gilly.
I'm saying Hank's like a 3, 4.
Yeah. So Gilly, I mean, Gilly's one of them where it's like they could kill him. It doesn't matter if they kill him. No one would care if they kill him. But if he lives, no one would care. I'm just going to give it a 5. It could be a casualty that's supposed to be a big deal, but ain't.
Yeah, Gilly could go either way. Like, I mean, I'd say he's about a 5-5.
Yeah. Next
up,
in
the words of Ivan Drago, if he dies, he dies. No one's really going to. I mean, let's be real. I don't think there would be this. Obviously, if the club lose a member, they're going to be upset, right? But the show is not going to change drastically if Gilly dies or doesn't die. And it's not like there's people out there going, "Oh, if Gilly dies, I stop watching." It's just that doesn't exist.
No. And talking of that same logic, we have Creeper.
How did I know that? How did I know?
Because he's a boring bastard. That's how
again, I would put Creeper in the 5 category.
I'd say Creeper's more than a 5. I feel like with Gilly, I don't know. I feel like with Gilly, he has ties to that wee like faction. He's helping Coco out a bit. I feel like Creeper's done fuck all, man. Road captain.
Yeah, I kind of.
What is the road captain
actually,
doing?
when you put it like that, I mean, Gilly does seem to have more connections. There is more storylines you could possibly do with Gilly. Whereas, like you said with Creeper, I mean, he is pretty much doing absolutely nothing.
If they're not if they don't do anything with him this season, he has to die.
And really, if there's only 2 seasons left, do we really want to waste time? I know, but I just think with 2 seasons, the show's like it's 60% complete. Is there any point focusing on a character now? Not with 2 seasons to go, a character that nobody really cares about. In my opinion, it's too late.
Yeah, like see going into season 4 of Sons, not one of the original members for like the pilot had not got something.
Yeah.
And this guy has got offered T-Haw. He gets shot, he dislocated his other arm during falling. Oh, round the applause there for Creeper. Have we wrapped up all the Mayan members? I believe we have.
Coco, if he's a
well,
Mayan or not,
that's
it's
true.
kind of...
I feel like if he survived last season, he'll probably survive this season. So
yeah, I doubt he.
I'll give him a 2. I feel like he'll survive.
Yeah, I give him a 2. I mean, it just wouldn't make much sense for me if, you know, maybe he could redeem himself. I don't know. Is there a Coco sacrifice coming? I'd say Coco's like a 3. I'll give Coco a 3 out of 10.
A low out of 10. Right, next up, we've got other Mayan members, right? Gonna go with Conche. I think high. I think there's a high possibility this guy could go.
I'm gonna give Conche a 7. I'm not same as Bishop. I'm not really
I'll
convinced here.
7 as well.
I mean, yeah, if there's an all-out war, you would assume he has to go. But with Bishop no longer being president, I mean, that tells me that maybe Kanchi's not dead. Or maybe Kanchi is dead and that's why Bishop gets depatched because he's essentially killed a bunch of presidents. I don't know.
And we'll give it a wee 7 out of 10. In terms of other Mayans that have got names, I'm trying to think. I mean, Abora died, Oscar's dead. Can't really think of any other Mayans by names.
Who's the meth head?
The guy at Meth Mountain?
No, the one that Bishop was headbutting.
Oh, him? Diaz?
Diaz.
He might die.
He might like that.
No one really gives a fuck. We ain't got a clue on this list.
But the way I see it, I mean, if they're going to have an all-out war, right, in episode 1, there'll have to be a few casualties.
No, there has to be.
I don't want to do spoilers here, but we've seen the trailers, and I think it's safe to assume that no Mayan from Santa Padre dies in that fight.
Yeah, like if they're going to die, it'll be in that lineup.
And it just seems lame. So, I mean, who knows? I guess if Diaz died, it would be something. But I mean, I don't know. President dying in a jobber. I'd say Diaz is kind of like a 5. I'll go with a 5. I mean,
We'll give him a 5, man.
I think he actually might die because I just don't really. At least him dying, it would be, you know, a name to die. I don't. What does it add? What does it offer going forward? What is the point of keeping him alive? I don't really see how.
Exactly. There's no real point of keeping him alive, right? Other Mayans, I mean, there's nobody. We'll go in X Mayan. Marcus Alvarez. No, I don't think Alvarez will die. I think if Alvarez is going to die, it will be in the series finale because it's Mayans. I feel like that would be a massive deal. I don't see him dying here.
If Alvarez dies, the Mayans dies, in my opinion.
I feel like Alvarez will do... For Alvarez to die, it'll do something to save the club long term or something. It'll be something along those lines. But yeah, they're teasing him getting back into the club. I don't think they'll do it yet. So I'm going to give it a 1.
1, I'll say a... come on, I'm going to go Alvarez a 3.
Alright, Alvarez a 3. You need danger. Right, next up we've got Nestor, his wee buddy. I think Nestor could, but I feel like every story arc besides this Mayan War, no one. It's like fucking irrelevant.
Yeah, I mean,
like I'm gonna give Nestor a 5 again, just because it could happen, but no one would really care if it did.
I'm gonna give him a 6 because who knows? Maybe he'll become like Alvarez's right hand man, and he can always die via that way. And there's always a possibility of Glindo coming back and Glindo viewing that Mikey betrayed him. And maybe Glindo could kill Nestor, so... I don't know, I'm going to give him a 6. I'd say there's slightly more chance of him dying than not dying, but again, I wouldn't bet my life on it.
That adds the point out. Next up, though, if Miguel Galindo took off in his helicopter, I tell you what, I wouldn't be shocked if Miguel's not even in this season.
Yeah, no, I don't think he'll die. I mean, I'm going to put him a 1 out of 10.
I'm going to give him a 1. Unless there's a Kobe Bryant or something.
I'm not going to give anybody. I'm not giving anyone a 0 apart from Easy. I think apart from Easy, everybody has a possibility of dying. But yeah, like you said, I think there's a good chance Galindo doesn't even come back this season. Never mind die.
Exactly. So. Next up with Emily, we see in the trailer her scraping my windy.
I mean, as much as I wish she would die, I just don't
feel the fact
if
Miguel didn't kill her, she's not going to die.
I'm going to give her a 1.
She's not going to be in a scenario like that again. I don't think.
It's a 1 for me.
Less shieldies or something, please. Yeah, it's a 1 for me as well. Next up, we've got Felipe. Right, you know what?
I think Felipe, everyone will say, I'm giving him an 8.
I'm giving him a 9. Fuck it, he has to go. I'm sorry, I can't deal with it. He has to go.
This ain't about if you can deal with it or not. It's about whether you think he's going to die.
I think it is going to happen. I think the Reyes family needs to have another tragedy. And besides, the actor's getting too old. He needs to go.
If they don't kill him off in the show, he might fucking die in real life. So,
like, I know you could have said this at the end of season 1, 2, and 3, but what is left? Like, I know there's the whole reveal that he's Miguel's dad. Is that going to happen? You might.
I mean, like season 1, you needed him, I guess, to help with Easy and his whole, police deal negotiation thing. Season 2, you needed him there, I guess, because the truth was revealed about their mother and that he used to be in a relationship with Dita and stuff like that. So I guess you needed him for that. Season 3, you didn't really need Felipe in it. He didn't add all. I mean, he spent like the first half huffing and fucking lying in his bed, and then I mean the second half he did dishes and stuff with what's her name?
Gabby.
He basically done dishes with Gabby and then gave her a bunch of money to leave Easy.
What a guy! Like what a fucking appearance.
But I mean, you could say that he served a purpose in seasons 1 and 2. I don't think he was needed in season 3, and I think season 4 is the season he could go.
Yeah, I'm giving him a 9. I feel like he's by far the likeliest. I just don't see a purpose anymore. I don't. I feel like he could literally just die of old age.
Right, okay.
Or Miguel returns on his helicopter and lets him up, man. Next up, we've got...
I guess you could argue that's why he won't die. I mean, we need to have that scene with Miguel. I'm your puppy.
I'm your puppy, blah, blah. Next up, though, with Revival at the end of CR. But yeah.
I'll give Adelita a 6. I think, again, I don't think there's much purpose left in the show. The series has moved on from the whole...
Rebel days?
Yeah, I mean, we don't really need the Rebel... Galindo's gone. The focus now of the show is like a Mayan war, like a brotherhood fucking implosion. Adelita's
just an elf. I mean, even Angel, they don't care about that storyline even more. So I think there's no... Like, who's she even feuding with? Like, she kills their partner in crime that was, like, brought up the rebels with. And then she just took them. And for what are they doing now? You know? It's just so stupid what they're going for. But Potter, she has that connection with the whole kid and Potter. I don't think they'll kill Potter. I feel like Potter will probably survive this series. I think he's too much of a draw, so to speak. Do you think Potter will die? I'll give Potter a...
Potter's not a draw. I mean, just because you like a guy doesn't mean he's a draw.
Yeah, well, alright. Sorry for a bad banter.
I'll give Potter a 5.
Mr. Sorehead.
He's not sore. But I'm giving Potter a 5. Could go, could stay.
He could, he may not. Next up, Minnie. The new Adelita, she shaved her head even though she's like 12 years old.
I just don't really see how they're gonna kill a kid, on TV.
Well, she pushed that wee boy off the screen, off the roof.
Yeah, but
that was on screen.
That was kid on kid violence. You know what I mean? That's like
maybe another kid. The next Minnie will do it.
It's like black on black violence. They don't really give a shit about it. Like, you know what I mean?
That's true.
I just don't see an adult coming out and fucking pointing a gun at Minnie and pulling the trigger. Like, I just don't.
Fair enough.
I don't see that happening.
Right, I'll give you a solid 2 then.
I'll get a 3.
Right, next up, we've got the guy at Meth Mountain. Can't even remember his name.
He could always die off screen. Like, I mean.
True. He's got the Sons of Anarchy tattoo.
Isaac.
Yep, could that lead and anything, Big Isaac? Who knows?
Well, apparently he's already dead. Like, I've heard conflicting rumours. Some say he survived the shot, some say he died. If you look at it, I mean, he kind of gets like shot in the throat. or whatever, or shot in the neck, so it doesn't look great.
It doesn't look and it doesn't look like he's the sort of guy that would go get medical attention at a hospital. So I think he just stay at Meth Mountain.
And die.
Yeah, so we'll probably I'll give him an 8 then if he's near dead. Next up, we have got. Fuck it, we'll throw in a bunch of Suns members. That's San Bernardino, president in the trailer. Don't know his name. Looks like that actor, famous actor, but it's no him. I think this guy, he could die, but we'll give him a 5.
I'm gonna give him a 3.
Alright, we'll die then. We've got Packer, no longer president of San Bernardino.
Could already be dead.
Yeah, so hard to rank. Happy, he always appears. He won't die.
No, I'd say...
Jim says he's done, he's no appearing. Tig probably won't appear. And any other member probably won't appear from the Suns, so that's...
Give Montez a 10. I'd
right,
safely say he is. Safely say he is.
His body could get refilled, man. We made a fid.
Could be. Any other death predictions? Anyone else that we haven't covered?
I feel like that is it.
There's not many characters in this show.
I know.
I felt like in Sons of Anarchy you had like a shitload of like off-branching characters. You had your Elliots and stuff, I guess, in there.
I know.
I mean, I just don't really...
Not an awful lot going on. Chucky, but he wasn't even in season 3, so I'm not.
No,
I
don't think we'll see a return.
Not gonna bother me arse there. But anyway, guys, that's season 4 death predictions. 2 episodes tomorrow, 2 reviews, loads of fids coming out. There'll be a preview for episode 3 and all. Until then, though.
Peace.